Here's how to lose weight faster than 99% of people. There's 3 tips. This is all that you need to do. I'm going to give you all 3, and then at the end, I'll explain each one of them. Tip number 1, do not try to go on a diet. It never works. Number 2, work in a 3-phase system. I'll explain my own model and methodology for you. 3, stop all negative BS or momentum, convincing yourself that this is not possible. Your body is just so different than everybody else's, and nothing ever works for you. Number 1, instead of trying to diet and changing your diet, let's work on a more simple strategy. Instead of doing everything all at once and changing all your things to healthy foods and organic foods, let's just work on tracking how many calories you eat on a daily basis. I'm not even trying to tell you to change what you're eating. Once we have that number, you can track for a day or 2 to get an average, because most of us don't eat the same things every day. And then you can figure out that average. All we want to do from there is figure out our BMR, our basal metabolic rate. You can type it into AI or Grok or online, and you're going to figure out how many calories you burn just sitting and breathing right here, like in my car. If I didn't do anything all day today, I would burn 2,200 calories per day, because my body's an energy system. So that's our maintenance calories. That's how many calories I will need to not gain weight or lose weight. If I go over that amount, guess what? We're gonna gain weight. If I go under that amount just a little, we're going to lose weight. So the goal is to start very small. This is all step 1, by the way. And we're going to basically take our average calorie intake and we're going to subtract it by 10%. Let's say you're taking in 2,000 or 3,000 calories a day. You would take in 2,700. This is a baseline starting point. Remember, you're not an expert. I mean, if you are, great, but this is not for expert people. This is for people that we just are going to move the dial, a little bit over so that we can build on top of that. And that leads me to tip number 2, the 3-phase system. This is my methodology where I take clients through 3 different phases. Listen, you're a beginner. I'm not going to start you on 90-minute workouts and you doing what I do. That's just not going to work. We're going to start you on a smaller time allotment. And within that time allotment, it's easier and simple exercises. Then as we advance to phase 2, it goes from 30 minutes to 60 minutes to 90 minutes. That's just time. Then within each workout and your diet, we change on each phase that we go. I like to do a phase for my clients every 4 to 6 weeks. We start it very manageable. That's what diets don't work because you're changing so much all at once. And no matter how much good intention you have, there's a good chance you're going to fail. So we need to chunk things and start very small, very, very small. And from there, there's a lot more we can accomplish getting results that we want. And the 3rd step is that you have to start seeing yourself, not identifying as this old body with your old choices. You have to start redefining a different version of yourself. Listen, we do this all the time. When we want something really bad, we do this organically. We think about it all the time. We imagine it all the time. We play out scenarios like we want it, we obtained it. That's what you need to do with your physical body. You need to transform your energetic being, your feelings, your emotions, your vibe into that and magnetize towards that other ideal version of you. Listen, we are not just these stagnant state things. We are always oscillating. I know we look the same every day, but we're literally not the same person. Some of the Taoists say that we never walk through the same river twice. The river is always different. You every day are always different. So you have to understand that you or your alignment with your self-identity is directing you to your focus, and your focus will lead to outcomes and actions. So that is something that we have to be accountable and responsible for, is how are we identifying ourselves. So the easiest way to do that is just stop all negative momentum about your self-identity. Listen, if you think you're average, if you think, you can't do this, those are just simply beliefs. It's not real. It's not true. Anyone can do this. Anyone can get a super body, is what I like to call it, your most ideal version of your physical body. So I hope these 3 tips have helped you. If you would like me to elaborate more in depth about these, I would love to know, and I'd be happy to do it. Just let me know in the comments below if you'd like a more extensive, elaborate response on each of these tips. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Cody. I just love to help people mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And so that's what I do here on YouTube and Twitter. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.